Hello, everybody. In today's relationship video, I want to highlight one specific issue, and that is one partner needing to vent, and the other partner feeling overwhelmed. By the end of this video, you will have 3 rules that help you deal with the situation of venting. But let me first introduce myself. My name is Angelika Baum. I've been a coach for 18 years. I work with individuals and couples to change their subconscious programming and to create harmonious and fulfilling relationships. If you're new to my videos, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on other video posts. I have been asked by clients, is it ever okay to vent to your partner? Or when is it okay to vent to your partner? Before I answer that question, let's examine venting and the impact it has. One of the losing strategies Terry Real names is unbridled self-expression. And by that, he means venting. And let me quote, telling your partner precisely and in no uncertain terms how horrible you feel about their behavior. And as an example, he describes a wife who's crying and yelling and venting at her husband for his affair. This rage is perfectly normal and an understandable reaction if the person has just found out about an affair a week ago, a month ago, even a year ago. However, in the case of this couple, the betrayal was over 8 years ago. And the wife had taken the advice of her individual therapist, that it's good for her to get it all out, as permission to continue venting at her husband almost a decade after the affair. She was walking around with this inflamed wound, and the venting prevented the emotional injury to actually heal. By the way, on a side note, research shows that 2 partners who engage in only individual therapy to deal with their marriage issues have a higher rate of divorce, because an individual therapist always just gets one side of the story and never sees the actual dynamics between the clients. That's why I prefer to work with both partners if possible. However, if your partner refuses to come to a session with you, you can still achieve great shifts if you're willing to stop blaming others and look at what you can do, if you're willing to actually ask, what can I change to make this better? Another factor to consider when we're talking about venting are cultural differences. The expression of emotions is very different depending on what culture you're from. Do you remember Roberto Benigni's reaction to winning the Oscars in 1999? That expression of joy was over the top for most Anglo-Americans, but it was witnessed with amusement because joy is in general considered a positive emotion, while anger, on the other hand, is not. What a person is feeling inside might not be stronger, but the expression of that emotion certainly is stronger. Some cultures express their emotions louder and more openly. So any expression of emotions needs to be seen in the cultural context. However, having said that, culture cannot be used as an excuse to vent at your partner or rage at your partner and make them feel unsafe. But there are gray scales between keeping everything inside and venting without a filter. If our goal is to be righteous and punish the partner, venting, unbridled self-expression is the best strategy. But that also distances us and even estranges us from our partner. It will not be likely that we will get a generous response from them when we're doing this. So basically, you can continue just venting, or you can move towards a solution. Because venting on its own will not get you what you want, especially if your venting sets off a response in the nervous system of your partner, a fight, flight, freeze response. You need to make concrete requests, and then you need to help your partner to make the changes you want to see. You need to encourage them and praise their progress and basically help them to come through for you. But what about situations where one partner wants to vent about something and it has nothing to do with the marriage or the other partner? For example, they feel the need to vent about work or friends. It's, of course, easier for your spouse to hold the space for you if you're venting about something else that doesn't concern them. However, continuous venting still takes a toll on the relationship. As the speaker who has perhaps been venting about a situation at work or their friends for months, you have to ask yourself in how far you're choosing to blame others and stay stuck in the situation, remain the victim, instead of taking action steps for change. So you might want to reach out to a coach or therapist to do that. But getting back to our question of when is it okay to vent? Here are 3 useful rules for venting. And they apply whether you're venting about your partner or something else that doesn't concern your partner directly. Maybe you're venting about a third party or a situation outside of your marriage. My thank you goes to couples therapist Shane Burkle, who has put together the following 3 rules. Number 1, get permission. That means before you start venting, check in with your partner if they have emotional capacity to listen. You can ask them, is this a good time for me to share? And respect if they say no. Rule number 2, set a timer. Agree on how long you can vent without overloading the other person. I've seen with my couples that makes a huge difference for the listener when they know, for example, the venting will be for 20 minutes and then we will change the topic. As the person listening, be generous with this time frame that you've set. And as the person venting, hold yourself to the agreement you have made as closely as possible. Your partner is more willing to allow you to vent again if you do that. If you're willing to rein yourself in because you're aware how ongoing complaining and venting impacts them. Rule number 3, be respectful. If your venting concerns your partner, make sure you refrain from beating them up. Avoid blame, criticism, and judgments. Instead, do your best to express yourself in I statements, owning your own emotions. And part of being respectful is also showing gratitude to your partner for them being willing to listen. Express your appreciation to them for giving you the space and time to do that, and for their efforts to listen and acknowledge your feelings. Thank you for watching. Please share these 3 rules with your friends if you found them helpful. And please give my video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.